Back to the mansion. We made a lot of progress last time we played, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we can do. We can probably get to the basement now. We just need to set up a layout for the antechamber. We've found quite a few, what do you call it? Safes. We've solved for 2. We, I think, have 4 other ones. We thought we found the hint for the studies safe, but no, we just found a mini safe. Which, I mean, to be fair, they both might have the same code. Who knows? We found the legendary, well, I should say legendary. We found the piggy bank for the chapel, which I don't know if that's something I can repeatedly use or if it's a one-time use, so I'm going to be very careful with that. You can break it to take all the tithes that have been collected throughout the game, which would be pretty good. So I'll do that when I think I need to make a huge purchase. Probably with like the books or something that's going to be more permanent. But yeah, we have the drafting room. We have the study. We have the office. And the drafting studio. Those 4 have safes in them that we need to figure out how to solve. Dates should be the main thing. I'm not sure where we get that information though. Although we do want to try to get down to the basement, so if we can get to the antechamber, it can make a connection to the foundation, then we have all that to explore as well. Which may or may not give us the dates we need for these safes. Although I feel like we probably have the information we need, I'm just too dumb to figure it out. Also, again, as a reminder, it's in the title as well. Help without explicit asking, it can get you timeout ban. It's one thing to post like vague ideas or something like that, I guess. Even then, that's kind of flirting with the line. Haven't had to do any timeouts or anything yet. But if anyone like knows the answer and they're playing it off as if they don't know or whatever, then I don't know about that. I'll be taking that into consideration. But for the most part, cat's been behaving. I just don't want to be spoiled on puzzles and stuff that I want to solve. And for the most part, I've solved all of them, I think. As far as like one picture word puzzle, I've had assistance with, but everything else I've more or less figured. Which I'm happy about. Makes me feel big-brained, even though the brain is very small and smooth. Tomb or shelter, I think it was what we're going with. You have to keep in mind that the trade post has dynamite in it. Also, I believe I put a note about potentially trading for a deposit, safety deposit key, which we probably should go for that at some point, since we're getting the vault more frequently. I can either cancel out the first 3 negative effects, or I can try to get a lot of money. I don't think there's anything downstairs that's in the tomb that's super special as of now. I might be wrong. I don't think there's anything I can access. Actually, if I get the pump room... Ooh, actually, yeah. If I get into the pump room and lower the reservoir, I could make something happen. Do I want to try that this time, though? Pump room's pretty rare to get. Because if I get the pump room in the reservoir, I think I can take the boat across. Right now, I think it's too high and the boat's too far for me to reach. Thing is, I don't know what to do. That'd be progression. We also know that the archives may have something underneath. We'll do this. I'll eat the red room effects for now. Which isn't great. Honestly, if I'm going to do like archives and stuff, I should be doing that. I still never found what was supposedly in like the grill, the patio. Supposedly there's something there. Supposedly. I might be just delusional. Alright, I like what we've been doing. To try and get the ladies' chambers, we've been avoiding the west wing for the most part. Dining room off the bat. Not bad. Library would also be good. I feel like once we start cracking safes, we're going to start feeling much better. But these safes are also pretty critical. Ooh, nice. Coupon. So that's fine. Also, if we can find any more ruby candlesticks, that'd be good. I can do a couple things here. I can get the storeroom, which wouldn't be bad here. Observatory could also be good, but that costs a gem. I might get my gems back. Corner room. We'll chance the observatory. We'll gamble a little bit here, chat. We gamble a little bit. Hopefully we get something good. We're 22. That's a bad one right there. That's a key. And that's pair of chests has been added to the entry hall. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the 12, which I'm pretty sure, based on the looks, is the face that gives me a lot of dead end rooms. As long as I don't activate it, we're good. Yeah, Draxus the Dead. It's interesting, because since I've never used them, it's not connected to stars ever. And I wonder if there's an achievement for that. There probably is. We can do that anytime, though. Well, not anytime, but... Walking the puzzle house, indeed. Chapel is good. Yeah, we do chapel. The legendary piggy bank. Praise be. One day I'll break you. And maybe, if the game's nice, I can do it more than once, but there's something in my heart of heart that's telling me that that's not going to work that way. Ooh, we're getting a lot of... Okay, we'll take security. Getting a lot of three-ways on this side here, which is pretty good. Pretty good. See, I don't know if the safe passwords are... very well hidden, or if I've just not picked up on the clues. I need to start moving this way, I think. Ooh, den's not bad. Corridor's not bad. Commissary. I don't like it rounding about like this. So we'd have to make it a four-way connection for it to be valuable. Den would also not be bad. I don't really want to use corridor. Commissary is not bad, especially since I make a lot of money. Oh, I could be screwing myself by putting this here. Strategically, this is a dumb thing. Eventually, I want to also this, which I'm not sure where the thing is for that. We have shovels, a key, for 10? I can get keys cheaper at the locksmith. Shovels aren't bad. Everything else I'm kind of meh. Let's do it from the over here, because if it's a worst case scenario, I'd rather have it in the closet. It's not the worst case scenario. Ooh, a workshop. Ooh. Here though? Do I want it here? That closes off both of those areas. I don't have any items right now that makes this worthwhile. Of the options though, it's probably the better option. Ooh, and a sledgehammer. Perfect, because we have two things in the entrance hall. Den would be good here, actually. Yeah. We're kind of cutting off a lot of our north entrance ways. This is fine. Oh, hi. Ooh, car keys. Okay, so that might be an upgrade disc or something of value. We have two chests up here. Ooh, 2 die. Good, 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 good. And money. My first dollar. Ooh, double die and money. That's pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. I think here we have to use passageway. We have too few. We have a decent amount of gems. It sucks to use them this early though. I can avoid the dark room issue if I don't go into. Furnace feels like it's relevant or something. Draw red rooms while drafting. The office is also pretty good. That also cost me 2. Jesus. Man, this is costly, chat. Yeah, we have... I mean, I'm pretty sure the hint for this safe is the library. Something in the library will tell us that information. So we just have to look for those. I don't like that. This works if that ends up being the lady chambers. It's not. Ooh. I could redraw. Okay. The locksmith wouldn't be bad. Maybe get the secret garden key. Spending a lot of resources really early on makes me very sad. We'll get that. This. And special key. Is it gonna be... It's always been the silver key, so I'm wondering if that's gonna... No, it's secret garden key. Yes! Exactly what I wanted, chat. Exactly what I wanted. Alright, so now we have a way to the antechamber. If we can find a way to connect this foundation and the antechamber, we just need to get access to this room and connect to the antechamber that way. That's all we need to do. Oh, it's that simple, chat. Just that. Why is everything so expensive? 2 gems. Everything's so expensive, chat. It's so expensive. We just need to make sure we get the secret guard on this side somewhere. We have to hopefully get a locked door for that, which we should once we go up that way. Hello, Hisashi. Subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much. Hello, how are you? Welcome. The black box and blue box are empty. Every statement with the word blue is false. This box is not blue. I mean, this is true. I mean, it's false. It's false, but would be true. This is false by defense. Every statement with the word blue is false. According to this would also be false if this is true. This is already false. If this is false, the black box and blue box are empty. I mean, the black box and blue box are not empty. But by the rules, this has to be true. Good, I'm glad. Which makes it this box. Shoot, actually, wait, fuck. Every statement with the word blue is false. If this statement is false, that means every statement with the word blue is true. which cannot be the case. So this has to be true. Means this is false. Black box and blue box are empty. But how does that work? That doesn't make sense. This box is not blue, but it is blue. So by definition, this is false. The alternative reading for this is that not every statement with the word blue is false. It could read as simple as every statement with the word blue is true as the opposite, or not every statement with the word blue is false. Because this can't be true. The black box and blue box, or this can't be false. The black box and blue box are empty, because the alternative is the black box and blue box are not empty, which physically cannot be true. I'm just gonna do white. I might lose my 30 steps. I'll be sad. I didn't lose it. Okay. I'm not sure what the logic was intended to be there, but that's good to know. Crafting room. Date somewhere. Library is what I want. It's a trick. They're all true. That it cannot be true. Alright, I didn't check out any book. Where am I at on the list here, actually, now that I have you know? Alright, I looked at Sightseer, Swingbird. I have not looked at the history of the second edition. I looked at Fixed Stars and Draft 4. So Pump Station, Draft 3, and History. We're looking for something that ties to the count as far as dates from books, I believe. We have one from Lord Evanson. I guess I could try that. It said March of the Count. Unless there's a book that we just don't have, which might be the case. I'll do in order. Then we have these two. Because I'm pretty sure this one and this one are just my name. Which makes me think any new book we get would also be just my name. Oh, it's possible the count went under, didn't use his official title. Ooh. Yes, we want the bookshop. We really want the bookshop. Alright. Gonna have to rack up some money. Okay. I don't think anything valuable is there. Alright, what books do we have? Alright, it's the same books. It doesn't look like they've changed anything. That's good to know. We can get volume 5. We still have not seen volume 2, I don't think. Oh wait, no, we have 3 and 4. We've seen 1, right? In the... Actually, 1 might be in the drafting studio. I think that's 1. There's still 2 roaming around. A new clue. I feel like you have to purchase a new clue. I feel like that's almost required. Like it's... The title itself is begging you to do it. The Curse of the Black Bitch, I don't know anything about that or Realm and Ruin. Though Realm and Ruin is probably the complete text about coat of arms and stuff like that. So I might go break the piggy bank to see if we can get enough money for a new clue, to be honest. I might do that. Because this is a big purchase right here. How many steps do I have? I have a lot. Where's the piggy bank? All the way over there. That's... Well, no, it's not too far. Nope. Get me out of there. I can also... I'm gonna wait. Cost me a lot of steps, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright. Do you have the money I need, piggy? Chapel's resident guard tasked with the sacred duty of keeping the money accumulated from chapel offerings. Break the keeper. Keeper of ties can only be broken once. Are you sure you want to break them now? I was wondering about that. It's a good thing it warned you. I'm proud of the game. 54. Perfect. Now he's smashed. I don't know if there's another reason to keep it around. There might be. If so, whoopsie. If so... Whoopsie. My way all the way to the piggy bank. Indeed. Indeed. Alright, and we can afford the most expensive book on this list now. In fact, we can get that and this. Do I want to spend all my money on this right now, though? I have two ways to make money right now. One's in the tomb. I think every dead-end room that I have, which I don't think I have many, if any, at the moment, gives me 5 gold. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, that could save me a penny. So now we just have 2 books left to get from the bookshop. One's worth 40, and the drafting guide, which may or may not have something useful in it. There's usually like one tip or trick in there that's useful in those guides, but otherwise it's pretty useless. Do I have any dead-end rooms right now? No, I do not. Well, I do have one actually right here. Okay. I have to do corridor or reroll. I imagine there must be another place with the ruby candlesticks. Ooh, this is perfect actually. This is perfect. Yes. Most expensive book, Lord of the Rings, complete edition with maps and editor's notes. Is it? Is it really? I imagine there might be some books out there far more expensive, especially rare historical texts. Manuscripts. Yeah, I have a lot of ways to make money. I should be fine. Talking about just like consumer books, then maybe. Oh, I don't have a key card. That's a problem. Can I luck myself into rolling the ladyship's chambers? Yes. There's probably no reason for me to do this, but in the rare chance I get a key. Magnifying glass is actually pretty good, though. Because I don't think there's anything I can do in here. Except for get a key for this. Not sure where I get said key. Probably in one of the safes. Probably one of the safes indeed. Alright, I can't go any further that way. Which is a problem. Yeah. Yeah. I need one of these to be a locked room so I can use my secret garden key, because that will give me access that way. But now I have to go all the way back to security. Ooh, that's costly. All my steps. I'm actually probably... Should I... If I play my cards right, I can buy out everything in the bookshop today. I have a couple ways of doing that. You know what? I'll go ahead and use one of them right now. I can spread money from the Employees Incentives Program, which is me taking the money. It might have been dumb to do it this early, but that's fine. Not a fan of historical books. Yeah. More money. Alright. I need to go all the way back over to security. In fact, security I might, unless I find I don't know how much gold was spread around. Should be a bunch of gold though. Keeper is dead. Alright. Yeah, if I don't get a key card, it might be worth me reducing the security clearance. I mean, I do have keys. And I can always change this. No money spread into the security office, really. Ooh, walk-in closet would end my run, though. Billiard. Yeah, I can already afford volume 5 of the Architecture Digest. Alright, how much more complicated does this get? That's a lot of colors. So we have 12 minus 11 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Times 2 is 2. Times 4 is 8. Divided by 4 is 2. And we have... Square of 1 is 1. 10, 30, divided by 15 is also 2. Then we have 10 minus 1 is 9. The square of 9 is 81, divided by 9 is 9. Well, I should go back and reset the security clearance to high. No, I should probably not do that. Yeah, I should probably do that, actually. Because now I have the means to access every security door, so it saves me on keys. The only downside is if it ends up screwing me on the which rooms are locked, then I'm in big trouble. Alright. Beautiful. That also cost me steps. I need food. Ask and you shall receive. Ooh, Great Hall. Also another way to make get into the thing. What do we got? We got banana, club sandwich, and a chef salad for every green room. How many green rooms do I have? I have 1. Not worth at the moment. Club sandwich would be good though. Takes all my money, but gives me my steps, which I really need at the moment. Ooh. Boiler room. Anything that needs power that does not have power. Security get a benefit from power? I really should pay attention to which rooms get benefits from power. Boiler room would be good if we get the pump room. Something there will happen. I just don't know what. Cost me a gem though. Alright, well. How much longer your sub will last? I think they just resubbed. They resubbed 3 days ago. Corin resubbed 3 days ago. So at least this month. I think it was a 3-month one, but I don't remember. th of July. Do that to unlock that. I do kind of want to make my way this way. Ooh. Ew. Only 2 die left. You risk it. Lose half my steps. I cannot. I'll take the spare bedroom. Checking budget and it has some wiggle room right now. Careful, Hisashi. Wiggle isn't a lot, but you do you. That's fine. We'll just use a key. We do need this at some point. It'd be bad to have it here, though. Although we do have access to the courtyard. It's just a huge walk back. I'd rather not. Rather make it easy. Dead ends give me money, though. Also, information here is potentially relevant. I have not been in here in a while. I also get 2 keys. No, 3 keys. I get 3 keys out of this deal. I can go around the other side of the boiler. I mean, the kitchen's there. I can always get more money that way, too. You are doomed once my payments come in. Yeah, okay. At least wait until I have, like, some sort of thing set up. When I mean thing, I mean, like some sort of goal or something. There are 12 major keys. This is supposedly a lie. This is Hartley, so this is false. There are 12 major keys. Thing is, I don't know what that even means. What the implication was. I don't think there's anything to say. The past 40 years that haven't changed. I have to tell you numerous times in the past. Have stated gratitude always and heard tactful, polite repudiations from you. I've always known this finally would give me a perfect opportunity to finally express myself, uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say a lot as what I said between us. These from the post, service Sinclair family employ you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms and scares are familiar. As soon as you lay my instructions for you must quit. Be satisfied. Knowing what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Chinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details. And the gift will be contacting you of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as a subject and victim to many Williams games and riddles, so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. House is yours without strings or stipulations. At a time gleefully entertained the notion of playing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. I mean, this is a cute note. I don't think there's anything on here, though. Is there anything bold or anything? No. Okay. So I don't get anything of value aside knowing that this is supposedly false information. There are 12 major keys. But the issue is, like, what is that even referring to anyway? Also, there's a bell. Is there a way to ring these bells in, like, each of these rooms? Or no? One will be on there on a yearly sub. Might even boost it to tier 2. Jesus. Way too generous, Isashi. Appreciate it, though. Oh, don't give me the thing I want. So sad. Dark room. Shoot. If I do the dark room, I might screw myself moving north because of the... I'd almost rather take the gym. Bella, Bella. Good, generous. I guess experiment time. Well, no, I don't have gems. Oh, game, why are you so rude to me? Oh, look, the aquarium. He's tall. There we go. Like, I have no gems. I cannot afford this Disgrace on my life. Alright. Nice. Man, really running me thin. Yeah, by how much the streamer gets, it's only $60 to you for a year. If you're doing tier 2, maybe. I was like, tier 1, definitely not. Well, shoot. How much are regular subs again? They're expensive now. And like, I'm trying to like, wait a minute. Regular subs, they've upped the price on a couple times. They're what, $7 now? So do I make half of that, or do I make like 25? I have to double check how the compensation on some of that works. Because I'm running off old numbers, and I forgot that they've upped them. Barely enough to buy one good Steam game. Yeah, I know. It's fine. It's fine. We shall build the community to heights never seen before on Twitch. Or something like that. Well, you're really forcing my hand, aren't you? With the dark room here. Bam, bam. $7 mobile, 6 on PC. Gotcha. I need to go like review all that stuff now. I just swamped with so much other stuff. Alright, which one of these is a dead end? Guess, chat. We're going middle one. Ooh. This actually works because I can go all the way back to the one area. Also another key. Science. I don't think anything here. Yes. Okay. There. So I can go get food from the dining room, go out to the tomb to get quite a bit of money, go back up to the bookshop, buy a bunch of stuff, go to the courtyard, and start moving north that way. That's going together. I do have a path over here, but I will withhold that for now because my steps are getting low. I must take advantage. How far low do I have to go? Low, 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 low. Wanted to check some of these other rooms for money, but oh, I get pheasant today. That looks really good. Oh, quail, sorry. I've never had a trophy room. I don't know what that is. It's never popped up. You get $3 per tier 1, 7.5 for each tier 2, and 7.50 for tier 3. Gotcha. Thank you for doing my math for me. You did not have to do that. I appreciate it. Because, yeah, I was still running off the idea of, like, oh, I get, like, maybe 2 for each sub or whatever. But I also know that Twitch has been back and forth on how it compensates its streamers per sub and stuff like that. So I'm like, is it still 50-50? Is it 70-30? I think once you become a certain level, it becomes 70-30 or something like that. But yeah, less from a prime 250. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's no big deal. I just appreciate y'all being here. Aha! There is a secret here, chat. I thought there would be more. I have to go make another one. What do I need? I need a whatchamacallit, metal detector. Then I could find the secret here. There's probably another spot in here, I think, too, if I remember right. Pretty sure there's like another little dead end spot. Now, why does this feel like a puzzle? Money. Give me all the money. All this money is mine, chat. Each of the journeys can come to conclusion the tomb. The floor plan is a definite dead end. Or is it? It's not. Alright, that goes down below, which I am aware of. So there's another set of ruby candlesticks that I can open. Which is good. Was there a lever here? Why does that look the way it does? Aha! There is another set! Alright, we need to get that. We need to find a metal detector somehow. Pray. If not, we need to get something because we have the workshop, so we have the means to build it. We just need it, and we might find it in the secret garden or something like that. I don't think. Yeah, so there's at least 2 sets of rubies down here. I'm reading through this real quick, make sure there's nothing I missed. You get 300 recurring subs per month for 3 months. The split becomes 70% in your favor. Oh, okay. Gotcha. One day. That is way down the road, potentially. Hopefully YouTube will help kind of get my name in the algorithm a little bit. But if not, I enjoy doing this nonetheless. I feel like this is just a nice letter. Alright, so there's 2 sets of ruby candlesticks in here that we have to do. Might be further down, some further down, but that means there are secrets worth discovering in the tomb still. Makes sense. 3 months from now. Yeah? I wonder what viral video is gonna hit me off to get me to that. That sounds insane. Oh. Actually, wait. The pump said something about fountains. Is that for these? That'd be interesting. So if we get a pump room, and we can manage to connect to the boiler room, we're in business. Alright. So we don't have enough for the most expensive book yet. Unless we find more gold just kind of strewn around. Music's getting real loud. GGFO about the pop off. I mean, if I get some of the more funny videos put together, sure, but right. Oh, wait. Nah, that's not cool. As of now, that's we'll see. Oh wait, where am I going? I'm lost, chat. I'm going so many random places that are just wasting my time. I was going the right direction initially. Yeah, that cost me some steps. I can't buy this, but I can buy this. Thing is, I have to go through all this anyway, but that's fine. Okay. Did we dig here? We did. I have no gems. Fuck. Oh, this ruins so much. Okay. Even this would have been nice because I could have gotten at least access. Alright, so I have to go all the way around, which might cost me all my stuff. I'm gonna have to buy some food at the kitchen. That's what I'm gonna have to do. We'll get the dice, though. No gems in the streamer mansion. That will certainly not be the case. I do not like big domiciles for the most part. Unless I have reason to fill up that much space, I have no reason for it. Guess what? Gem chat. Single gem. 2 dye and a gem. Okay. Didn't we get 10 steps for coming in here? Yes, we did. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, this was a big walk for not a lot of value, but this is fine. We'll get some food at the kitchen on the way over. Just stuff myself full of bananas. Oh wait, I don't need to go that way. Honey. Which we can get, even if I do nothing else. There's so many things I can do right now. If I can get the metal detector, that would be legendary right now, because that gives me access to the tomb. If I can get the metal detector and have enough steps to go back. There are salt shaker, shovel, gems, and key in there. Alright, we need to buy some food. For 2, we get 3. Oh, the bananas. Oh, the bananas. It costs for 1. Okay. That should give me a decent amount of space. I need to go to the foundation. There's 2 steps here. This is the reading nook, right? We get a... What benefit do we get from this room? Oh, always draw a library while drafting this room. Yeah, that's unfortunately irrelevant. Turn up. Yeah, give me that sweet, sweet, spicy turnip. Get often to move in to help maintain it. I could not imagine a worse person to try and keep upkeep. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like things wouldn't be done. Also, I just have an implicit, like, responsibility. I feel I need to do things. I have so many keys, chat. I just realized I have so many keys. Drawing room. My one and only gem. Probably alright. Alright. Now, we still don't know what the code for this is. The paintings remain the same. Can't like look in on this. This is my uncle. I see this guy. Like they're all facing the opposite direction of this man, which is curious. Everything's supposed to be tied to a date. I can try. Yeah. Not that. So, like, counting stuff in here isn't going to be helpful, I don't think. Shouldn't be. So, the information I need is somewhere else. Uncle James, Bartholomew von Ziggis, and 8 wine cellars. Why do we have 12? 12 sunrooms. Just put them in a terrarium and call it a day. This was a very clever little thing. If Alzara didn't show me, I wouldn't have known. I feel like this is weird, but I can't really make out what it's supposed to be. Unless there's a photo of this same thing somewhere, I don't think I'm gonna get much information. Which room did I go? I went up. Shoot, storeroom, I guess. I could redraw, actually. Wait. I probably should. Cool. Great Hall. Great Hall works. Kind of sucks, but it works. I have so many keys, chat. I can open every one of these doors. And I know. Oh, unlucky number. This doesn't bode well for stream. 13? Nah, I'll be fine. I can't. That's fine. So we can go to the basement, chat. This is good news. We can go to the basement. I have enough keys to just brute force this and get the key from the antechamber. Hello, Flavorful. Welcome. 13 months resubscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Woo, a freebie. I do like freebies, even if it is for a dead end. That's fine. Y'all resubscribe at the same time. Yeah. Oh wait, it's the other side. Shoot, I don't have the entrance. Alright. I thought I could just go straight in. No, that's the whatchamacallit. That's the green room. Shoot. Hello, hello. I'm arriving from dry repair land. Oh, money. I mean gems. Not sharing those, chat. All right. I have a couple options. If I can connect 2 rooms over here, I can get into the antechamber, and we can make some. Ooh, archives. Secrets, potentially. Moving into dry repair. Alright. One of you opens. Which one? Don't lie to me. I was told one of you opens. I don't think any of those. Wait, was I lied to? Am I being lied to, chat? The answer is likely. Alright, power does not go anywhere in here. I swore there was supposed to be something I could do in here. Maybe the aquarium's a lie, chat. Maybe it's a lie. Just spam clicking. I hope not. It turns out the dryer has a water connection. It makes steam, which is cool, but it also flooded the laundry room. Yeah, that's not good. So none of those seem to open anything. There was a mark in the aquarium that pointed to an arrow at the bottom of one of these, but I can't seem to open any of these. Read through all that. I don't think there's anything special there. That's the foundation. Dude. I can do that, but it's not connected, luckily. Oh, you pile of you know, we're gonna re-roll. This works. I was about to say, don't you screw me now. See what I mean? There's a arrow pointing to that. What does that mean, chat? What do the numbers mean, Mason? Because you have that with an arrow pointing towards it, as if there's something valuable here. And here, there's an X by one of the laundry machines. which I didn't notice the first time. It's like each of these has a special indicator for something, for some reason. This one I can't see anything. This one has an X by the grill. This is one of the bedrooms, but I don't see any markers on it. This is natural gas drive, not only propane. Yours just explodes, indeed. Like this obviously has information that's relevant, because I don't think any of these markers were shown when the water was in them. There's an X there. I don't see any markers for this. This is a hallway. Laundry room has an X. I can't interact with anything here that I'm aware of. This has an arrow, which is different than an X. Thing is, I tried brute forcing before. I don't have a lot of steps, so I don't want to risk things too much. Anyway. Is this an indentation or is this an outsource? It is an indentation. Okay, so we have the pendant. We can do something maybe here. To continue up, you must go down. Alright, we can go to the basement now, chat, which is good. Alright. I don't need to go to the other side, though I have that option. Completed rooms, perhaps? I don't think so. I feel like that'd be interesting. Utility closet, solarium. We'll do this solarium. Yeah, we got an orange out of that. Some coins. Or a coin. Alright. Anyway, we have a means of progression now. It's possible I need some sort of tool to do something. On like the little locks. Oh. Could be possible that I need the boiler room active to do something too. That's a very possible thing. Which I do have, but I'm about to go downstairs. And that may or may not eat up all the rest of my steps. So we'll see. Alright. What secrets do we have down here? We go deeper. Alright, we have a key card, so I'm assuming there's a way to get down here. Alright. We're somewhere we're not normally at. Do some very thorough investigation check because it's a pain in the ass to get here. Giant ass storage room. There's a thing up there. Do I need the boiler on for this? I do. I have to go back upstairs. That would be annoying. In fact, I'm already annoyed. It's all blocked. The hell? I went through all the effort to come down here and it's all blocked off. There we go. I was about to say. You better let me through. I went through so much work. Shortcut. Way back. See that? Makes me think there's something that I can do there. Also, that's a black brick. This can be moved. So I can't climb this. I see that over there. How do you move? That does nothing. Are we playing a game here? With boxes and carts? What's the point of this? Why do we do this? Where would this go? There's nothing that can reach over there, to my knowledge. But why? Why do you exist? Want one of those? Why did that scare you? It's just a forklift? Yes. One that I'm about to smash my fingers in for the funsies. Wait. See a lot. Wait. There's a secret. There's a secret over there, chat. There's a secret. Alright, I understand what this is for. This allows me to go across. Alright, this is going to be a larger box puzzle here in a second. I'm going to have to figure out how this works. Here's another thing I need to press up on. Oh, wait, maybe? That one has a button I need to press on. I see you. Okay, let's figure this out, chat. Before I start playing with that, actually. Wait, why did my audio go do a funny there? Oh, don't forget to put it out of your tin. And then you're forklift certified now. Beating off all the honeys with a stick. Sure. I mean, I technically am forklift certified. That is not a lie. Just the standing forklift. Nothing super fancy. Okay. I can get across that way. Gotcha. What's over here first? I cannot go this way. I need that one over here. Gotcha. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Kinda wondered about that. Yeah. Yep, for my job I am certified. play the box puzzle game. Let's see, I need to go here. We need to bring that down. Oh, we need another box thing here. We need that one. Need this one. Plastic fork, I don't know. Oh, that is the fate of all plastic forks. Both types are technically the same sort of thing. Yeah, they just feel different. Alright. I screwed myself here. Give me a moment. Need to get around first. Not enough space. Alright, I have to bring this forward or back. It doesn't really matter. Then I can bring this forward. Then I can bring this back. Since platforming isn't part of this game, to make it very difficult instead. Oh. Thing is, there's a button over there. How? How do? Actually, I think I know. Maybe how do. Yay. I'll come back. $100 bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Why is this important? I'll screenshot it, but why is it important? Antechamber entry controls. North lever is underground, which is what we need. East lever is Great Hall, west is Secret Garden, south is there, and then we have this little secret. One backup lever for each antechamber door has been installed in separate locations for redundancy. However, we've been told that the locations of this reserve system will not be disclosed to the staff. So there are other rooms that technically have levers, which might be indicative of what's in the aquarium. Interesting. North of Reservoir is where the underground north lever is. So. Any other secret messages? Not that I see. Any other secrets? No. Okay, so we don't have a pump room, which we kind of need. We still have that over there. I need to go back and move a few things. Asked if I was certified, but offered to no increase in pay, so I said no, I wasn't going to get it. Fair enough. Alright. What are my options here? I don't think this works the way I would like it to. Is there another set of box puzzles here? No. Oh, I don't need this anymore, so I can bring that. Gotcha. I understand the puzzle. I'm a genius. Not really. Alright. I need that back. Will that be sufficient? I actually don't know. Also, this is inside the other thing. Kinda. We'll see. Feel like this is the solution, chat. Also, I see that over there. But I've seen other areas where it's like this. Can't break it. I'm also curious if having power in the boiler room matters. If though, we can go back and deal with that. Ah, the gap's enough. Game is forgiving. Ow. What? Rude. More secrets. No. I fell there. This is fine. Ow. Why am I being assaulted? What have I done? Ow. Also, my audio did it again. What is causing that? I don't think I'm peaking, am I? Alright, so now we have access to the outside. Aha! North of reservoir. Water is too low. We need water to be actually a little higher than where.
What's your offer?
What's your offer? Although emptying the reservoir may have its benefits. There's a stairwell going all the way down. Huh. I think you can use the boat to go back and forth, though. I am maybe 2 water levels further than I would like to be. Alright. Okay. This leads just to the other side, right? Yeah. Thing is, how does this work? Is it an L shape? It looks like it might be an L shape. Alright, so there's stuff over there that we need. I'm not really seeing much. There's pedestals. I don't know if they do anything though. Except maybe let me then. What's your offer? Okay. So yeah, the rest of that's another way to get in here without using the antechamber, I think. Alright, let's start with the basics here. That goes hella deep. Jesus. Why? Why does it need to go that deep? Alright, so I think that gets me where I need to go. Where's everything else here, though? Oh. I see? Question mark? Alright, so that raises and lowers that. Why I would want that, I know not. How do I get there? Actually, let me see. Wait, what is this again? Classic antechamber. Okay, so that goes next to. So get that to be where I want it to be. Well, maybe some of these twist and turn rather than raise. Is there more? No. I mean, sort of. Not really. Like, see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do that. Alright, let's just get information. We know this goes up and down. And we know that that's set up that way. This room is not OSHA approved? Nah. What do you mean it's not OSHA approved? Also, that does not give me access to the room I want. To get access to that room, I need a way. Okay. Because that definitely has information I want. Yeah, that gives, if we were to raise, I would do that. Which would give me access to that. Okay, this is another twisty-turny. Good to know, which actually gives me access to that over there, I think. Yes, it does! Give it. Needs guardrails. Yeah, more or less. I'm only like 16. I wouldn't fall off to my death somehow. Ooh. Mechanarium. The Mechanarium has one door for each mechanical room in your house. Oh. So you can have up to 4 or just the 1 or none. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add Mechanarium to your drafting pool? It's kind of bad, to be honest. But there might be information in there. Oh, this is the full map. Good, good, good. Foundation elevator is 1. Yes. 2, concealed entrance. Aha, there is something over here. Cliffside exit. There is a thing here. Dynamite. Dynamite would open that up, I think. Anytime you see that dynamite, I think. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know when I can pick that up because right now the game doesn't let me. 4 is the minecart. 5 is fountain entrance, which we can't access over here because there's a door locked. I wonder if there's a switch I can press for that. 6 is tomb entrance, which we are aware of, which we have access to right now. Torch chambers is 7, which I probably should go to at some point. Because there's something in there I've not figured out yet. You have the rotating gear and north lever. So I think we get the 46 room today, chat. We can get so much more if we're lucky. Alright, so we didn't really get a whole lot from here, actually. We got a room that's questionable and probably problematic. Alright, so what's the game here now? We got that. Somehow we need to get that. Is there a way for me to rig so I can get to that and use that? No, probably not. Yeah, I'm trying to see here. There's probably a way to do that to that. Yeah, we have to do something like that. Gotcha. I think I understand how this works right now. Not keys or steps, but a door. So the room has potential up to 4 potential paths you can do. So it could be like a 4-way room, it could be a 3-way room, it could be a 2-way room, or it could just be a dead end. Depending on how many mechanical rooms are in your house, is what it is. Which doesn't really sound all that useful. It probably isn't, but there might be valuable information in there. Alright, so we need to get across. Okay, I see how that goes. I need to set it up kind of like that. So yeah, it's not like it does anything super special on that front. Alright, I need to get the back one lined up. How does that work, actually? Wait. I've just hurt myself in my own confusion. If you get a couple mechanical rooms, then that could be useful. Yeah. Especially since I don't think it costs any gems. Brain. I feel like the solution requires me going that way. I might be wrong. I don't think I've checked this. Sending restart, bonk. Rude. I haven't checked this, I don't think. I'm glad this is all just one big room. It doesn't eat my steps. If I were to do this, this would lead to me doing this, which is, this is probably attorney. It is. Which does not give me access to where I need to go. There's nothing in here, though. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a secret. I was like, there's no way there's nothing in here. Where does this go, actually? Oh. Neat. Anyway, that changes things. Scripture for company excavation department. Foreman 60853. Screenshot. Almost 3 years, and Tunnel SNR has informed me that I will be closing up the site in June, and it has been somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30 odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world. Maybe one day. Still, there's a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. It may be many generations before they are reopened. Gotcha. Oh. Only one page, right? Yeah. Alright. That all that's down here? Just a little secret. I imagine this is not actually a secret. I imagine this is actually the way to solve this puzzle. That being said, wait a minute. Do I have to go this way first? Even if I wanted to, I can't. I've opened this. But I think what I need to do, I have to go reverse order. Yes. Yes. Done everything with everything? Yes. So we go back. We reverse the order so we can go back to the up-down lever and bring it back down. Well, yeah, we have to go back this way. Then we play this little game. I'm glad I checked to see if that room existed, because now we go through the secret room. That gets us to the north door, which gives us to lever, which gives us to the 46th room, which lets us beat the game, question mark? We can turn it from here. Why? Why would it let us do that? As a oopsie daisy moment, or because there's extra stuff? Okay, there's a room over here, too. Collapse. We have a red door we can't open. And a cliff that I can jump off of. Red door. Okay. Requires power or something? Question mark? So much to this game, chat. Look at all these doors. Now here's the thing. Door 46. It is room 46. And we have access to it now. But what's this? Nothing that I can play with. This is just for show. Can't go through any of these doors? Or does it become locked? I'm curious if having the pendant will also do it. Anyway. We have a tough decision here to make, chat. Do we go into 46? Because I think it ends the run if we do. We have 22 steps left. How to complete our first run. We're definitely going to finish it. Or get the run done today. The game is far from over even if we beat it, though. FYI. Quote unquote. Like, there's so much to this game we have yet to discover and learn. So much. But now we have the means to get to the 46th room every single time. The reason why I'm asking, I'm like, I can explore a few more rooms and maybe get something special. Also, if I go to the tomb... Wait. Yes? Yes, maybe. I could technically set it up where I can go back. The only rooms I have access to are the Great Hall and the Drawing Room. I do not have gems. I could redraw. Ooh. What are you? Conference room. That works. More steps. I just want to see if I can get more information before I go. Ooh, the vault would have been nice. As long as I don't screw up with my steps. It looks like the game is being very forgiving at the moment. We've never had the clock tower. We've never had the clock tower. After you beat the game, it switches to real estate sim and you have to try and sell this monstrosity. Nah. Nah. The clock tower. This room I had unlocked earlier. Does Zig's head need more bruises? Most likely. Rig chat. No. Ow! Ow! Ooh, a map. Also, something important there. Look at that in a second. Wait, isn't that this room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's just the bedroom, actually. Oh, I can't grab this? That looks important. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, robed like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. Want to jam my hand in the gears, chat. Everything's so loud, I need to leave. That's why I took a screenshot. Everything's way too loud up there. Make sure I'm not missing any secret text or anything. So loud. It's so loud up there, chat. With all this music, it hurts. Somewhere over here. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. Just gonna dig through the bedroom floor, don't mind me. No call of the void. Come on. Come on. Use your scrawny little arms. Wait. These aren't guaranteed. These aren't guaranteed to be... Fuck me. Okay. These are not guaranteed to be like gem chests and stuff? Okay. Baron Bafflers, April 6th by Herbert S. Sinclair. This might be important. I'm screenshot. Directions. Each clue is a hint for 2 different words. The word below, the long word, and a second smaller word found within the word, the small word. Oh. Each letter in the small word will be included in the next clue's long word. Lastly, the first letter of each small word forms this week's solution, a member of the 6th clue. First letter of each small word forms this week's solution, a member of the 6th clue. This is important, and I don't know what to do with this. I almost want to solve this in the next one. Well, the thing is, I don't know if this is relevant just for this one. Because if this is only relevant for this run, then I'm screwed. We don't have to do these in order, per se. We can use the answer to solve other things. On a certain scale, this is very hot. I have to, like, write these out, I feel like. Alright. Behind locked doors is a 6-letter word. And in effect, one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Each hint is a clue for different words. The word below, the long word, and a second smaller word found within that word. You can buy all 32 tracks for Blueprints on Bandcamp. It's neat. Yeah, I'd be surprised. This is very vibe. If you couldn't do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Kept behind locked doors. Sixth word. Wait, is that a word? I feel like it must be. Oh, that makes sense. Maybe. I need to turn the music down. Because I can't even hear myself think at the moment. There we go. Anyway, back to solving puzzles. I think the first word is secure, with cur as being, or cur being its smaller word, which is interesting. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. 8-letter word. No, 7-letter word. So I think 1 is secure. 2 is a 7-letter word. There's a small 3-letter word in between. 3 is a 6. Makes the validity of the statement clear. Not evident. No, that would be 7. Explain? EXP. No. Back must find foods. Understood. I am also in need of foods. Certain scale, this is very hot. I'm assuming it's just a synonym for hot. 6-letter word. Informs you that there's no school today. It's also a 6-letter word. Is it just weather? W-E-A-T-H. No, that wouldn't be right. It's too much, just too many letters. And 6 is a group composed of members that have similar characteristics. This is a puzzle put together by my uncle. Kept behind locked doors is secure. I feel like that has to be right. Which means CUR's cur is used in the next one. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with strong spirit. It's a 7-letter word. Is it emotion? Emotion? E-M-O-T-I-O. Could be. It'd be Mott. Decent for the 5th clue. Could be, yes. I don't know if that's right. I'm thinking the second one's emotion. Or the fifth one, season. That's likely. Could also no, season's more likely. That'd be sun. Each letter in the small word will be included in the next clue's long word. Season just doesn't feel right. Like it works because it gives you the small word, a large word, and it's loosely related to like weather. On a certain scale, this is very hot. Makes the validity of a statement clear. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Group composed of members that have similar characteristics. How's that spell? Cohort? Is that the word I'm thinking of? Cohort. Is hort a word on its own? Abbreviation for horticulture. Like cohort seems like the last one, but that doesn't make sense if season's it, because that doesn't include the letters in the other one. Oh, this is a interesting puzzle game he put together. Baron Bafflers. Each clue is a hint for 2 different words. First letter of each small word forms this week's solution. A member of the 6th clue. This feels super important, as well as the poem we got. On a certain scale, this is very hot. What are synonyms to hot? Makes the validity of a statement clear. Like, I feel like the last one's cohort, but it's just hort is not technically a word, it's an abbreviation. And it informs you that there's no school today. Snow, snowy. Weekend. Wouldn't be television. Yeah, I don't think season works for 5. It feels like it has to be something else. I'm pretty sure the first one's secure, which means CUR is used in this next word. Can affect one greatly by someone with strong spirit. Stability. Like, I feel like if I can solve like 2 of these, I can work forward and backwards to figure these out. That's my thought right now. On a certain scale, this is so hot. Like, Kelvin could be the temperature one, as in like the Kelvin scale. But I don't know why the... Because Kelvin fits, and then VIN would be Vin, which makes it... Temper? But then per would be the small word. Vin at least is a word, I believe. I know it's it's definitely at least an abbreviation. Person could work. It's weird that that would be it. Is per a word? Oh, it is. Per my last message. Yeah, it's a preposition. Right. Right. That's a possibility. On a certain scale, this is very hot. So if we were to go with that, temper for number 4, where per is the word, then we do per sun. Which puts sun as that one. Okay. If we were to do that as the solution, then TEMPER is related to number 3. The validity of the statement is clear. It's a 6-letter word. I still feel like the first one is secure. I feel like it has to be. And cur is the word which a CUR has to be used with one can affect one greatly when made by someone with strong spirit. The issue is that what do I even do with the answer to this? What's this do? What's this provide me? Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong. If we do person. Temper, person. Group composed of members that have similar characteristics. Sun. Wait, how do you spell that word? Okay, that doesn't work. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with strong spirit. The emotion doesn't work if secure is the first one. Which secure makes a lot of sense for the first one. 4 and 5 work, but I'm not sure if they're right. So if we figure out 2 and 3, or even just 2, I feel like I might get an understanding of 3. So 2 requires CUR. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. I feel like that's just a bad clue, but maybe it'll be very obvious once I answer it. Can't be unlocked doors. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Can affect one greatly. Ferment, but that doesn't work with the first clue. Yeah. I'm not sure how ferment works. I'm not getting the link personally. But maybe. Ferment spirits. True. I might be thinking that differently. Can affect one greatly. Oh, how's that spelled? Probably not the way I want. Yeah, not. That doesn't work. I might just start pulling up a thesaurus, honestly. The issue is that I'm not thinking like alcohol because, yeah, it says strong spirit, but it says it can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. No. EMPR. Wait. No, that doesn't work. 4 and 5 might be wrong. They work together, but they may not work for the larger thing. Maybe? That goes back to abbreviations, though. You would think I'd be good about this, but I'm, like, confusing what the clue is. Makes the validity of the statement clear. I'm gonna pull up a thesaurus. If we can start finding things. Six-letter word. Because my logic for like number 6 being cohort, because 5 can be anchor, like a news anchor, and CHOR. Then cohort would be in there. Just HOR, it's not a small word in and of its own right. Even if we were to do that, anchor, whatever this is, would have to fit into that. The issue is that cohort, it would be an abbreviation for both the anchor and the cohort. So, kept behind locked doors. I feel like that has to be secure. I don't know anything else in my brain that makes sense right now. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Is it, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could be faculty. Would that work? No. Because it wouldn't have the R in secure. It would have the CU. Because affect one's faculties if we were going with the alcohol idea. This is hard. Thing is, I don't even know what this gets me in the end. Master the first letter of each small word forms this week's solution, a memory of the sixth clue. I feel like the last one has to be cohort, which makes me want to say 5 is anchor. Which makes temper not work. Are you trying with tea? Hello. I am busting my brain still on this, Hisashi. I don't even know what the end goal for this will be. I could technically save it and come back to it later. Solving this now would probably be very crucial. Spent a lot of time on this run, actually. This is the only run we've done today. Kept behind locked doors. That feels like secure. Makes sense. Cur is technically a word. After that, we have can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. I thought faculty, but then that breaks the previous rule, where each letter in the small word will be included in the next clue's long word. It would be missing the R. Liquor. Alcohol. And then makes the validity of a statement clear. Oh, my brain is breaking. These are probably much easier than they seem. Most of these puzzles' answers are sim. I'm kind of running with a couple different things. It was suggested that temper could be 4, which would make person 5, but it just feels weird. Especially when I think 6 is cohort, which makes me think anchor, like a news anchor, would be 5. Which, that makes more sense for both of the hints. The issue being that both of those small words are like abbreviations. So that's where I'm struggling right now. The only one I feel confident in is the first one, and that might be a mistake. It's kept behind locked doors. I feel like secure. Like it can't be protect. Could be hidden, I guess. But it makes no small word if I do that. Secret. It'd be Cree. C-R-E-T. But is Cree a small word? I don't think it is. It's an acronym. Whereas cur in secure is a word. I feel like this one still has to be secure. Secret, I don't think works. The issue is that I just don't know what the second one is. Second one, we're kind of going on to the idea of alcohol, but I don't know if that's the right way to think of it. To be fair, we don't have to go in order. You can go makes the validity of a statement clear. Prayers for 2. It potentially could fit, but the issue is the CUR from before doesn't work. Because Ray works as a small word, but then we have to reevaluate the first word if we're doing. Yeah, prayers could be it. Because then you have Ray. We have to rethink the first one then. The issue is making sure these words link together. I feel like I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I don't want to have to come back to a screenshot later while you guys just kind of sit around me thinking on this, so. Like, prayers make sense, potentially, as a more direct clue. On a certain scale, this is very hot. That's the thing. I don't know. It could be talking about the scale, or it could be talking about a level of hot. I thought Kelvin, but then you have Vin as the small word. And if we were to do that, what would be the next one? Because VIN would have to be included into the next word, and that V makes it very difficult. Because I thought about Kelvin, but it just doesn't feel right. Plus, why does that relate to like how hot something is at the moment? Aside from the fact that Kelvin starts from absolute zero, but on a certain scale, this is very hot. Because the suggestion of that being temper can work. Sort of. Oh, yo. Makes the validity of the statement clear. That one throws me off the most. Because some of these feel like they can have a couple answers depending on what the definition of small word is. Because if we were to do temper and person, then I don't know what the sixth one would be. Because that would require SON. Temper. Because temper and person work according to the rules. They just don't necessarily make sense. Because person seems very general for informs you that there's no school today. Whereas like a news anchor is a more direct answer to the clue. But the HOR isn't really a word, but it's abbreviation or something like that. So I'm like, I don't know. Kept behind locked doors. I might be completely wrong on the first one, because it might be more about the idea of what you're putting behind locked doors rather than the action of put behind doors. Each clue is a hint for two different words. The word below, the long word, and a second smaller word found within the word, the small word. Each letter in the small word will be included in the next clue's long word. Lastly, the first letter of each small word forms this week's solution, a member of the sixth clue. God. Oh. This being on a treasure map that we find in the clock room is very interesting. Very interesting. Prayers, it doesn't work. If secure is the right one. If secure isn't, because it would be Ray if 2 is prayers. If 2 is prayers, if 2 is prayers and Ray is the word, which means 3 has to have RAY in it. Makes the validity of the statement clear. That one just throws me off. Like, what does it mean by makes the validity of a statement clear? What does that even mean? Like, it's such a vague clue. I have no idea where I would even go with that. My brain hurts, chat. I don't want to give up on this because I have to do it all over again. There's a word for it, but I can't think of it. Well, that's the other thing. I was like, I feel like I'm like on the cusp of some of these, but it's just my brain is failing to recall the words that I need. Makes the validity of a statement clear. Because I'm thinking like alibi, but that doesn't fit for a number of things. I feel like if I could figure out what makes the validity of the statement clear, something that works for that, I feel like everything below that's going to be really easy to figure out, or pretty close to easy. The ones above that may or may not make sense. Ray. I was thinking like evident or something like that, but I don't know if that's true. Makes the validity of a statement clear. Like polygraph, that'd be something. Makes the, but it doesn't work obviously. Makes the validity of a statement clear. Evidence, that doesn't work. Proof doesn't work. Review. Oh Lord. Oh. Maybe, but because Rev works. As a small word. Makes the validity of a statement clear. The issue is like forward, backwards. How does that work? Corroborate would be too long. Oh, this is gonna be a hard puzzle. Just because it just like kind of works on whatever your association words of words and stuff. Like if that one's prayers, that'd be R-A-Y, which review would not work for that. Verify. Ooh. Ver. Okay. Verify. That's a possibility for 3. The issue is it doesn't... Maybe. It's a better word that makes sense for the clue. I just don't know if it works up and down. Because if you were to do that, that means VR is the small word, quote unquote. But that doesn't really make sense either. Because ver, I don't think on its own is a small word. It's an abbreviation again. So that's why I'm not as confident on that. Required your brain cell too? Okay. I'm gonna need that back. But even then you have to like look forward and back for it. So it'd be VIR. So you would have to look out on a certain scale. This is very hot. What would have VER in it? And then you have to look before that as well. That would mean in the small word would be VERIF or Y. So verify, I think, works for the clue. I don't know if it works for this. I don't know if it's the answer. Because I'm not convinced of the small word, and I'm not convinced of... I really don't want to look this one up. I want to try to figure this out. Oh... I'm gonna use a thesaurus here to see if I can... There's certify. Check. Demonstrate. Sustain. Justify. Debunk. Just too many letters. Settle? Yeah. Certify is too long. Justify is too long. Proven. Makes the validity of the statement tree proven could be it. It'd be pro. Let's go with that. Too many letters. Yay. I'm thinking, what about proven? Because then you have pro. Makes the validity of the statement clear. It means it's been proven. Let's go with that. Let's think of how that works, if we were to do that. The issue is that prayer still doesn't work for the previous one. The cure could potentially still be true for the first one. Because 1 and 3 don't have to connect directly, so to speak. Proven makes me think that. Cure, proven. If we're going off of something like that, can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. On a certain scale, this is very hot. Proof is in the pudding. If we were to do number 4, temper wouldn't work there because we wouldn't have an O. proven. It means PRO would have to be in there. 3 I feel really good about being proven. Proven feels really good for that one. It fits all the boxes so far. 4 is on a certain scale, this is very hot. What's a... pull up the thesaurus and see what hot gets me. Red, scorching, sizzling, sultry, sweltering, torrid, tropical. Too many words. Warm, white. We want PR and O. Ooh, tropic. TROPIC. Tropic might. Tropic works if we base it off the other one. What would be the word? Be PIC, which I think technically is a word. Yeah. That is pro. Tropic. It doesn't have to be pro in that order. It just has to have the letters PRO. I think tropic might work for that. And then PIC becomes the letters for that. Which destroys my initial estimate here. Also, that's a double P there. Right? That's our scale that's very hot. This tropic has the letters PR and O in them. I'm not necessarily happy with its how it works on the clue. But it works based on the previous one. And it has an actual small letter or small word in it. So that means it informs you that there's no school today. P, I, and C. P, I, and C have to be in that 6-letter word. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of progress on this. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time and I feel bad. It's based on this. It's C blank PP something something as like the solution. Wait, we work off that solution. The immediate thing that comes to mind is something that copper. There's no school today. It'd be something that starts with E in the small letter, so it'd be a 6-letter word with E as this, and then this would be 1, 2, R, blank, blank, blank. 2 would be something. Oh, blank, 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 blank. Doesn't have to be that, but based on my current trend, it's going towards that direction. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. 7-letter word. That number 1 is different because the 3 letters aren't all at the end? Yes. Well, the thing is, number 1 doesn't have 3 small letters all at the end. The second one has them in the beginning. First one has them first, and then everything else has them in the last. So I'm fairly confident the first word is secure. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with strong spirit. For number 2, I guess? Yeah. Also, number 2 has 7 letters instead of 6, which is different. Oh, I feel like the overall answer is copper, but even then, I'm not sure what that helps me with. Can affect one greatly. Made by someone with a strong spirit. Number 2 is another really confusing one. Headache cat gift. Yeah, I'm wasting so much time. I've been on this probably for like 15 minutes at this point. Hopefully not too much longer than that. Which means I kind of need to wrap up the run here soon so I can eat and get to bed at a decent time. Informs you that there's no school today. Let's move from that point. So, tropic. We put PIC into 5. Is there anything that works there? Is there anything? Warns you that there's no school today. Yeah, I see. On a certain scale, this is very hot. To be fair, number 4 might still be wrong. It might not be tropic. Even though it works, it may not be the right answer. Oh wait, does that work? It eventually does. Courage for number 2 has hour. Oh, but that changes the second or the next word. Makes that doesn't work. Number 2, I was thinking courage could work, but if that's the case, then number 3 is wrong. That means O-U-R would have to be in the third one, and we only have O and R, not even U. Let me look to see if I can find... The thing is, it works because hour's in there, so you have cur and hour, and those two would link together. Makes the validity of the statement clear. It would be O-U-R if we were to do that. I'm less convinced number 4 is right. O-U-R. And a lot of these words are probably not hard words. An affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Courage kind of works there. Because it also works for the first one with secure, cur, and hour. B-O-U-R-A-G, courage. So hour would be this word there. C-O. Makes the validity of this statement true. So O-U-R would have to be in the next word. Each letter in the small word would have to be included in the next clue's long word. O-U-R, O-U-R, O-U-R. And it's 6 letters. That's too long of a word. Rude. Rude. Well, then you're missing the... Yes. We need O-U-R for it. O-U-R. That's if the word I'm thinking of works, technically, for number 2. Like these, they're not going to choose really out-of-the-way words that you wouldn't guess. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Courage. Kept to be unlocked or secure. Makes the validity of a statement clear. Is written by an 8-year-old. Pure courage. Makes the validity of a statement clear. Oh, yikes. Yikers. Like I keep adjusting and keep changing everything. Oh, you are. Aside from this being a brain teaser, I don't know what this puzzle even gives me in the end. Because anchor and cohort still can technically work based on what we're doing here. Well, no, because it'd be double H and that doesn't work. Wait, that first one would be important, right? The first one, yeah. If you can find a different answer that works. Secure just makes the most sense, and if secure works, then that means courage works for the second one. First two, yeah, the shaded letters make a small word. Yeah. Which CUR is technically a word, cur. It's slang for, you know, an insult. You cur. So it's technically a word. Yeah, secure, yeah. CUR is a slang for like an insult that you call someone, like an old-timey insult. True, it does mean that. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm running on, and if we use cur, then that means courage works in the second one, and it kind of fits the clue. Makes the validity of the statement clear. If we were to move on, what does it mean by makes the validity of the statement clear? Proven works. I really don't want to have to look this one up because I don't even know if this is tied to anything like solving this, what this gives me. Because it's just a little thing at the bottom here. Statement clear. Oh, that's also a thing. Okay. Like noun to me, only issue I have with it being secure is that secure isn't a thing you keep behind locked doors. True. So I took a peek. I didn't look at the whole answer. I went as far as like the first word. So the first word's not secure. It's supposed to be inmate, which makes sense And mat is that word that we're looking for. I didn't look at any of the other stuff. I just wanted to see which direction the game's going, because there's so many things that can work, but then you try to connect them and it just doesn't work. So inmate. So mat is the word, the small word. Inmate is the larger word. The idea is that the small and large word also have to relate for the clue. I was looking at shower. You have to be on locked doors? Okay. So we have inmate with mat being the first word. So MAT needs to be in the next word. The issue is I don't even know if I'll be able to solve the rest of this, to be honest. This feels like such a... It's not random, but it's very open as a puzzle. So inmate, that makes sense. There are things that are kept behind. You have mat. Okay. Kept behind locked doors. You have a mat at the end of your locked door, like the front of your house and stuff like that. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. MAT need to be in there. Material, I think, might be the next one. The second word. The reason why is that material might be completely off. I guess I can confirm if I want to. I was on the right track. Yeah. Can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Like a material, like an item or something possession, has MAT in there, has the word ate in there, as in eat and ate. So you can eating. If you ate something, could be potentially good. I'm gonna confirm if I'm even on the right track. Oh, stupid thing. I don't want to spoil everything. Okay. I'm not on the right track. So we were right on the right track with the alcohol statement. It's a type of alcohol, martini. That works. Because art and martini. Alright. Can I solve the rest from that? Because now we have art that goes to the next one. Makes the validity of the statement clear. Ratify? That could work. That'd be rat. That's a weird word. It's a weird word to use, I feel like, in this game. You get it now? Yeah. But ratify kind of does work because it works both ways. But that's not the answer. Okay. I just went to verify. That's not it. Although I don't really like this answer either. The answer they put is notary. Notary is someone that validates documents and stuff like that. but also the idea of not is a clear rejection of a statement, which kind of feels not right for that, but you know. The notary. Yeah, these words, I don't think I was going to solve this. I might end up just kind of finishing out looking up the answer, but I want to try to see if I can get anything. So you have notary for the third word. So you have inmate, martini, notary. For, on a certain scale, this is very hot. You have the word not in there. N-O-T. On a certain scale, this is very hot. Let me look at my words again in my thesaurus. I look up hot. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or on a certain scale, this is very hot. That's the letters N-O-T in it. That works, yeah. Okay. Molten was the next word. With 10 being the small word. And I accidentally saw the next one because I couldn't finally scroll it. Informs you that there's no school today is notice. You get a notice. And I solved the last one. Can I feel good about something? You have ice as in there as well. And this is a very clever puzzle. I'm too dumb for it, I guess. I guess I'm just too special. Yeah, makes sense. A group composed of members that have similar characteristics that have IS or ICE in it. Or does that have similar characteristics? Like, this is... I'm just too dumb for this puzzle, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna move on, because we still have to get to the end, and I need an end stream. Normally I have the insect. Yeah, that works, technically. Okay. Like a much more difficult crossword puzzle. This is, yeah, there was no shot in hell I was gonna solve this. I concede. This one couldn't figure it out. There's not a shot I could. Well, it's a multi-layer puzzle. It's like taking a crossword and making it even more difficult. Like insect, like of all the different groups in the world you can think of. Like, I mean, it makes sense. I feel like this is a puzzle probably a lot of people probably struggled with, but I'll concede defeat. And mantis is the secret word. What does this give me though? Anything? Or is it just for fun? Because if it's just for fun, I'm gonna shoot my brains out in a video game. What's the point of this? Oh, you pile of crap. This is an optional brain teaser to really test a person's brain. Okay, screw you, game. I'll keep it in mind, but you just wasted my time. Oh, it's fine. It was a fun puzzle. Alright. I think we're gonna conclude it. I don't have a lot of steps anyway. I will do one peek over here. Oh. How many of these do I have? Enough? One? Maybe 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'd be a 4-way. Without having a lot of time to run algorithms, yeah. Oh, you can actually have multiple doors here. Wait, how does this work? Oh, this is how this room works. It gives you other ways to... Okay, so it's not just pathways, it also gives you extra levers to use. I don't have any there, Sag. New password. I'm like kind of testing if I can get the wait, what? Where are we? Why does this not work? Is it because it's a corner room? Alright. We'll end on a win then, and then I can finally rest. I'm half tempted to try and see if I can get the metal detector, but I don't think that's happening. Oh, lab. That's neat. Oh, it's probably because I already unlocked the lever via the... whatchamacallit. Right. Yeah, there's no metal detector for me to grab. Alright. Well, that solves that. Alright, let's finish this up. If there's anything else I... Oh, wait. No. Maybe it is faster if I just do it this way. Does this open the side door? It does. Alright, so this is this room is intentionally to make it easier to get into the antechamber. That's what this is for. Starter key would have been appreciated. Something like that. It's an optional brain teaser for what they say, because at least they don't... if it is for anything important, they didn't mention that, so... 46 room chat. I feel bad that I had to look that up, but at least I know I'm not spoiling any game-related thing. I just cheated a puzzle that was optional. This house is mine.
A red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said.
Mother.
He could not stand the sight canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue.
The Red Prince.
He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves. And he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share.
This is different than the book. That ending is much different than the book.
But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
Technically, that's the end of the game. Technically. Blue is the superior color. I'll probably let that slide. Blue's pretty alright. That's a beautiful song, yeah. My mother was an author. He wrote a bunch of children's books. There's still a whole lot left to solve in this game, though, chat. There's so many things we've not uncovered or figured out. There are notes between our family members. We have the grotto that has its secrets. We have the diary and the ladies' chambers. We have so many things to solve for yet. Green. Not only that, there's rooms we haven't even unlocked in the game yet, chat. Books we haven't even read. So many things. So many things. But this is a really good game. Highly recommend. Very interesting genre typing too. Roguelike puzzle. Took us forever to finally get to the quote-unquote ending. I almost feel like there might be more, like an alt ending. But maybe it's just more discovery rather than an actual true ending, but who knows. Christopher Manson. Okay. Who opened many doors for me. Good for you, Christopher. Really pretty game, yeah. So many secrets, yes. One of which we just found, which was an optional thing. Oh, there's so much going on in this game. So much. Mount Holly, your new home. Well, for someone that loves blue now, I got a lot of red going on in this house. Only 4 red rooms in there. No, 5. I can't count. Yeah, 5. I almost got an achievement, I think, too, if I had gotten a room for this one before I went out. I think that would have given me an achievement. Save and continue. So now it's just going through, trying to solve the additional mysteries. All that sort of stuff. I'm assuming if we solve the rest of the mysteries, we'll get answers to our mother's passing and stuff. Ooh, we get a trophy here. Okay, we will save that, actually, for next time. We'll definitely come back. Oh, I didn't just call it a day, did I? You stupid thing. Hopefully that didn't prevent me from actually reading that.